Hi everyone, fantastic day, 5th birthday of Worldwide Rally for Freedom Mackay. We've got quite a good group here today, and some have just joined me while I pray. We thank you, Father God, for giving us the strength, for giving us the tenacity and the wisdom to walk the last 5 years as we have. We are so excited at the things that are happening, and we know that the light is winning. We know that you are winning. No one can stand against you. We just commit our future to you and ask you to keep us humble, to keep us wise, and to guide us in the right path. We love you, Lord, and we thank you for being with us. So be it. We cracked 24,000 followers on Facebook this morning. Thank you. And that's a real achievement. That's just on our Facebook. We've got Rumble, YouTube, help me, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram,
TikTok,
Messenger, TikTok. Okay, so we were talking about what we do, and someone said, well, you really need to just tell people about what we have achieved in 5 years. And I thought, well, that'll take about 5 minutes. And if that, it's kind of like writing a CV for a new job or a promotion, you know. You've got to big note yourself. Well, we're not big noting ourselves. We're big noting what God has allowed us to do. Lisa and I formed Worldwide Rally for Freedom 5 years ago. The birthday was actually yesterday. And we had a march just 6 days later. We managed in 6 days to get 350 people. George Christensen came along and spoke, and it was a wonderful day, and we have not missed one Saturday since then. We formed due to the vaccine mandates. We could see people losing their jobs, becoming homeless, because they were being forced to put a poison into their bodies with coercion is not consent. So we've had thousands of people at our marches, which I will talk about shortly. So this is some of what we've done. We're exposing the lies. Firstly, no politician was mandated to have the jab. Not one of them, local, state or federal. And yet they had the nerve to tell us, go and get your jab or you lose your job. We have vaccinated people in our group. We love them. We support everyone. Many went ahead without knowing what was going on or for reasons of their own. We love those people. We are a family, and that's all there is to it. Millions now have died across the world and been injured, and the science is out about these shocking so-called vaccines, where the ABS states quite clearly that in the first 12 months of the COVID pandemic, the Australian death toll did not rise. It did not rise until the vaccinations were introduced. Don't fight with me about it. Look on the ABS yourself. We don't want you to believe us. We want you to find out for yourself. We've brought attention to the full-term abortion. Up until a woman is in labour in every state across this nation, that woman can have an abortion. It is unbelievable. And if she has that abortion after 20 weeks, she's given almost $4,500 from the government. Ask yourself why that's happening. Ask yourself why that's happening. We've supported the Baby Born Alive bill, which hasn't gone through. I think that was Robbie Katter trying to save the babies who survive abortion just to be left on a bench or in a petri dish in agony until they die. No cuddle, no medication, no painkillers, just left to die. And David Crisafulli has killed democracy in state parliament by refusing any discussion about abortion. That is black. That is black. Talk about light and dark. That's dark. That's dark. We've drawn attention to what's happening in schools. Children being taught things that are simply not true. They're being taught that men can have babies. They're being taught that women can have babies, and they can. That's true. But, you know, in the beginning, God created man and woman. That's simple, very simple. They're being encouraged to transgender. I watched a Spotlight program a few months back, And oh my goodness, I sat there and cried. It was about young adults who had transgendered as young people, and the scars, emotionally, physically, totally irreversible. It just broke my heart. If a child comes into a psychologist and wants to transgender or wants to identify as a cat or a dog or whatever, the psychologist is not allowed to have a discussion about whether they really want to. They are not allowed. If they do, and we have a personal friend who was president of one of these societies, kicked out because she will not do it, they are banned from the Australian Committee of Psychiatrists, or whatever the name is, I've forgotten it right now. But main organisations like that, they are banned. So it's just unbelievable. The Light Australia, which we have over here, that's a free paper. And the Corruption Whistleblower, how much are they, Jason? $5 for the Corruption Whistleblower, and free, the Light Australia. Take as many as you would like and hand them round. Lisa puts them up and down the coast and all around Mackay. They're a free paper put into servos and shops and wherever. So we're exposing the truth as much as we can. There's a lot more to that, but I don't want to be here all day, neither do you. So we've had so many marches. We've had the biggest march in the history of Mackay, but the media didn't want to know about it. Did not want to know about it. Every march has been peaceful. The senior sergeant at Mackay Police Station has said to me just recently, this year I think, we have never had any trouble from you. You have always been peaceful. So for those who go back to the January 2022 march, where there was violence, that was a set-up by the police. And I have to say that our senior sergeant was not working at that stage. It was an acting senior sergeant who caused us a lot of grief. 5 days after that, Sky News ran an article on presented police brutality and used clips from Mackay and what the police had done to us here. So we have never been anything but peaceful. We will always be peaceful. We've joined in the marches across the nation against bringing in the unvetted immigrants, unvetted, and the $68 million that's set aside in our budget this year to deal with HIV in these people. Just in these people, not in us, in these people being brought in unvetted, bringing in an ideology that we do not want here. I spoke every day at the end of the state of emergency protest rallies in Parliament House, at Brisbane at Parliament House, and yeah, we've done so much with the marches, and it's been wonderful. We've attended council meetings now for 3.5 years, and we haven't missed one. And we gave speeches at a lot of them before they gagged us. We gave speeches, Rhonda and I, 3-minute speeches on the pornography in the library books for little children, smart cities, chemtrails, the purple scooters, the council lack of maintenance around town, and then they gagged us. You can still speak, but the criteria is much stiffer. And so they've looked after themselves and their agendas again. We've had meetings with the Mayor and with both of the CEOs that have been in since we began. We have had a petition for the library books. We spread the Citizen Go petitions. They have incredible petitions. citizengo.org, and go down the page. You'll find heaps of petitions there. They're having amazing success, and we really want to support them. It's the easiest petition I've ever had to sign. So if you could get in, and everyone can do something. Everyone can do something. We've had lots of politicians here. We've had Senator Malcolm Roberts, Matt Canavan, George Christensen, federal MP, Stephen Andrew, local MP. We've had Dr. William Bay here, who was deregistered because he wouldn't get the jab, and his fight with APRA. We've had him here for a meeting, a rally, and that was a really good day. We've had Cafe Locked Out with Michael Gray Griffiths. We've had Hoodie, Graham Hood, the Qantas pilot, who was sacked among many for not getting the jab. A wonderful man of faith, and we have had him here too. Personally, I have been interviewed by Hoodie, the Cardi Girls, Cafe Locked Out, TNT Radio with Greg Mabry, which is nationwide and also goes to London and New York. And so we've achieved a lot in that realm too. We've had Michael Sims from Millions March Against Vaccine Mandates. We've had him here as well. Okay, so yes, we do collect donations. We need them to keep going. A lot of things come out of our own pockets. Our books are open. We're transparent. We supported the Canberra convoys to Epic. It was an amazing night. We went out to Coningsby, I think it was, where we met the trucks coming down through and the four-wheel drives coming down from Cairns. We sent a couple of $1,000 down with those convoys. We would meet up with them as they went through and give them bags and bags and bags of non-perishables. We've helped the Church of Christ out with their work for the homeless and the struggling. We've helped Roshni out at Christmas time, Roshni Indian Restaurant. We support them. They're a wonderful community restaurant, and they open their restaurant every Christmas day for those who are alone or doing it tough. We did a lot of work with Westminster Retirement Village. When their kitchen was shut, they weren't being fed, and we actually fed those people every night, the whole retirement village, for quite some time, wasn't it, Rhonda? Unfortunately, we didn't win that battle. They had it tied up, and that's nothing but a tragic story. We've supported other community events. We've been to Yungala to support them in their fight for Dam the Dam. So we had a rally for not putting up the dam, and we have actually been mentioned in both state and federal parliaments. We have discussed Oz Alert. At this stage, we've got over 250,000 views on that. We've done a reel on medical directives, and I've emailed out hundreds in the last 2 or 3 weeks, literally. We know where we're at with medical directives. We've had a lot of practice this year with me going down to Brisbane 3 times for 3 heart surgeries and probably another one in September. So we've put that medical directive to work. And so if you want a copy, email us. Yes, and it works. It works. So we make our own, mainly Rhonda, Lee has her honey, and groups of us make our own health and beauty products, completely chemical free, and they are amazing. The people making them are willing to share their recipes, so you can make your own. We sell them at markets, and we will share alternatives for certain health problems. No, we have not turned our back on mainstream medical. Obviously, I would not be here if I had done that. So we still realise there's a need for that, but we also realise that a lot of good stuff has been banned because it makes us well, and we're looking into that. Our admin is a close and loyal group. We meet every Tuesday. We research, share ideas, organise things like this, and we have built here at Bluewater Quay a community of like-minded people, and we are a family. Everyone is welcome to join this family. We have many social events. We get together every Christmas Day for those who are on their own or don't have family here. We get together every New Year's Eve, and other social events too, like Friday going to Mount Jex Family Farm. And we are educating ourselves on our true history in Australia and the world, not what we have been told. As I said, we have 5 social media platforms. We began our reels in May last year, and our followers have climbed with the reels. I put one up. I've already said how many we had for the media, for the medical directive. I gave one on my Uncle George, who was killed on the Atherton Tablelands in World War II by our Australian government running experimental tests on young soldiers with mustard gas. We had 400,000 views on that. So we're getting a lot of response, a lot of comments. I can't keep up with the comments. I used to, put a thumbs up or just a comment, but there's thousands and thousands now. We just can't keep up with all of the comments. So if you have asked us a question, please send it on Messenger, because I may not, or we may not get to it in the comments on the post. One comment came through. I was going to read some. I'm just going to read one comment. Oh my goodness, it just brought tears to my eyes, and it makes everything we do worthwhile. I don't live in Mackay anymore, but I still feel the need to stay in this group because you saved me from the isolation of the pandemic. You helped me find a decent doctor who didn't slam the door in my face. Thank you for giving me hope when there was no one. It's worth everything to get one message like that. We've had our opposition. Some smart person in Mackay put up a Facebook page called Freedom Worldwide Rally Mackay. We never look at it. I did actually look at it, but they haven't posted in over 2 years, so good on them. We just pay no attention to anyone like that. We haven't always got it right, but there's a difference between a winner and a loser. A winner gets something wrong and gets up and tries another way. A loser says, oh, I'm never going to make it, and gives up. That's not who we are. We will keep going. We will always find a way. This is not about me. This is not about us. It's about all of you who have joined us on this journey. It's about the people of Australia. I said to Lisa, when we formed this group 5 years ago, I said, something in me is telling me that we are going to be a light to the nation. And that is happening. We've even got international people as our followers, many from overseas and all over Australia. Senator Malcolm Roberts said to me once day, team, you're known across Australia, so we've got to keep going. I reckon that's a pretty good list of achievements, don't you? For not a very big group. Thank you. So join us again. I'm going to finish with what I always finish with. Governments do not rule by force. They rule because people comply. That's how they rule. We have complied for too long. What can I do? Said 27 million Australians. What can I do? All get involved. All do something. Find a group that is near you. And we cannot be the land of the free if we are not the home of the brave. Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday!